Hey, what's up YouTube? Alright, so I'm going through my shed here and I'm trying to figure out where all my gear is, because before you know it, because right now it is officially kayak season. Alright, the weather's clearing up, the water's getting pretty. I want to show you what I found. Okay, are you ready for this? I got something, man. Are you ready? All right, I found my sail. All right, I found my kayak sail. See if I can get you a better view of it. See it? Well, anyways, all right, so I made this thing a long time ago when I was in Texas, and I saw one of Ty Sutherland's sailing videos, and as you know, in Texas it's really windy, and I got tired of pedaling into the wind, so I made this thing, and it really works. It's just a little big. It's a little big for like stowing away in your kayak, and you don't really want to bring a whole lot of extra stuff offshore. But I'm gonna show it to you. Here it is. Here it is. All right. So all it is a triangle sail, and I stole the cutout from online just off Google. And basically what I did is I got an old mop handle right here, and this goes into the mask holder on the Hobie kayak. It's like perfect, and then it's actually going into a, let's see if I can get out of the sun so you can see it better. It's actually going into a paddle. Okay, I had an extra half of a paddle which I sanded and grinded down, and I put a place for a nail to go through with a little Carter key, which is around here somewhere. But and then anyways, basically what I did is I took duct tape, made it a little more rigid, along the bottom so it catches the wind more firmly, and I had a little hole in it right there, and put some extra duct tape up there, basically how the Hobie sail was built. And the duct tape gives it a little more rigidness. All right, and you could sew it and it would probably work better, but I just super glued it. You can see where the super glue is coming off of it right here. So I'll just throw some more super glue on it, and it'll be ready to rock and roll. And here is how I can control it right here, and just tie it to my kayak. Come on, get off of it. And like this is also right here where it can go down the mast, and you can roll it up. So basically it separates right here, and you can roll it up. Alright, so I drug it out, I put the sail on it, and don't judge a book by its cover, but this bad boy will haul butt. Okay, so what you do is you got to put, your rudder's down, because it's kayak with a rudder, works way better with a rudder, and you take the Hobie Mirage Drive pedals and you put them straight down. So they're basically like a fin, like a keel or whatever you'd call it in sailing, directly under the kayak. And you could lock it in place either with a pin or just hold it with your feet, and then you can tack. You can tack a little bit. I mean, you could probably tack with the wind coming across you pretty good, as long as you work your way. All right, so I'm gonna show you this thing the best I can, give you a little walk around on the Hobie Outback homemade kayak sail. Here we go. I'm filming this right at dusk, so I'm trying to give you the best angle with the sun I can, but basically here's the way it's set up. It's basically, like I said, a mop pole and an old paddle, and I put a hole at the top to where I could run some 550 cord, parachute cord, do a carabiner, and I could hook onto this part of the tarp, which this is basically one piece of tarp, which I folded over the edges to make it a little stronger, and then I sewed down the edge there to make it stronger, and then here I sewed it, duct taped it, and I zip tied it. So basically I did everything I could to make it as strong as I could, and then I made a little loop here, and I easily just tie it off there, or I tie it off over there on the handle. And I can do the same thing on this side too. So if I want to tack one way or tack the other, or come about or whatever. And so you see it just like that. And it goes in the keel hole, or in the sail mast hole right here. And this size pipe seems to be like the right size. So if you know anything about Hobies, there's the little sail mast hole there thing, whatever you call that. But anyways, from this side you can see how it works, and believe it or not, this thing is pretty fast, believe it or not. So if you're ready to be rock steady and try some sailing, and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, just get you a mop handle, or basically a mop handle, an old kayak paddle, attach them together. Oh, I gotta show you this part too. Hold on. If you're wondering how I break this thing in half, I fashioned me a little pin here. See if you can see it. All right, there's my pin, and it basically just goes through. I drilled a hole all the way through both pieces of metal, and I can take this pin in and out, in and out. Let's see if I can take it out without it being a pain in the butt. Basically I just work it out like that, stick it back in, and this piece will come apart, and I can pretty much stuff it in there. So yeah, this thing's been sitting in my garage for about 2 years, and it's still a beast. So, like, in ending this video, I was going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do this as an entire vlog, like one vlog today, or I'm going to do the sail and then do the other things I wanted to show you at the same time. But this thing, I mean, doesn't it look mean? Look at it. It just looks like it's going to go somewhere. Check it out. It looks like it's just going to sail away. But, you know, it's a good DIY project to try to make a sail. I mean, I was not going to give Hobie $400 for that sail because it's just so big. And if you get it too tall, then if you get a good crosswind, you might flip over. I mean, the Outback's pretty stable, and you know, that thing will bow up and it'll start, you know, rocking, and you need to shift your weight a little bit in the kayak, because that Outback with that big sail will flip over in a big wind. You know, this is for, like, you know, nice days, not 15-mile-an-hour gusts, because it'll get away from you. Gotta be skilled there, my friends. So if you're tired of pedaling back in that long headwind, all right, try making a sail. Also, a golf umbrella works, a car visor like Ty Sutherland made. You can just turn into the tailwind. You can do a number of things, even use your shirt to catch the wind back. Just got to be creative with it. And but if you got any questions on the sail, shoot them to me. Don't forget to follow me on Yak Motley, Instagram Yak Motley, all those things out there, and I'll see you next time.